Well, well, well. Nintendo, what have you gone and done? You gone and announced a Nintendo Direct focusing on Donkey Kong Bananza, which is what we're going to be watching today. Good day, everyone! Welcome, it is Wednesday afternoon. It's about, well, you can see on the clock, we've got 6 minutes to go until 2 o'clock when Nintendo's Donkey Kong Bananza Direct will begin airing. If you're our first time viewer, thank you very much for checking out the stream. Hope you enjoy it. The way we're going to do this is we're literally going to watch the stream. We'll comment as when needed, and we may do some extra sort of discussion after, but otherwise we're going to watch this and see how we do. Quite frankly, I've got no idea how this is going to go. I didn't plan to do this until about 20 minutes ago, which is why I've not had it really on the calendar. Afternoon to you, Harriet. Hope you are doing well today. And yeah, so we're just going to go with the flow on this. So I think it's a good moment to kind of set cards on the table for where I am at with regards to Nintendo. Because I've had to really think about this recently, and this is kind of ominous given that the music just stopped then. I will correct that. There we go. So, you're currently melting, Harriet. I totally right. I've got a giant fan next to me, which I've got pointed just enough at me to make it feel like there's a modicum of not an apocalypse happening, but it is still very warm. So, where am I currently at with Nintendo? I've got a Switch 2 for what it's worth. It's literally in a box. I can see it from here. I can see the box. I've just not had time to open it up and set it up just because I've been so busy with work, family stuff. If you know, you know. Things are much better now, but the past 4 or 5 days has been interesting to say the least. So, yeah, so with Nintendo, it's like if you saw the reaction to the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct, I was incredibly hyped for it. I was so happy with the changes. I loved the stuff they announced. And then the news cycle and the hype cycle just kind of stopped. Like, the pre-orders happened. It's like, okay, got a pre-order in. And then time went on, and I just kind of almost forgot. It sort of felt like I forgot the Switch 2 was coming. And then it came, and then there was like a massive issue of me getting mine delivered. I didn't get mine till like 5-6 days after that. That's just luck. It wasn't anything mess. I'm just rotten luck. And I've just kind of not been overly hyped to have to set it up, which is a very weird thing to say, considering how much money I've spent on it. But I sort of just had to put my priorities elsewhere for the moment. And I'm seeing footage of Mario Kart doing the rounds, and I feel like I'm going to get more invested in playing Mario Kart and wanting to play it once I'm actually playing it, if that makes sense. Just kind of watching footage of it. I think the knockout mode is really good. I'll get onto DK in a second, don't worry. I think the knockout mode is a really fun concept I'm going to play a lot. But other than that, I'm not ultra jazzed to play it. And that's kind of annoying. I also want to do GameCube stuff as well. But I think the other reason is that with all the games that they announced that were going to be available day one, realistically, the only first-party new thing was Mario Kart. And then we've got this coming up, Donkey Kong Bananza, which I really like the look of when like the initial announcement streams were being done. It seemed like a fun thing, hearing Matty Boo's sort of hands-on experience with it at the XL. I was like, yeah, okay, this is going to be good fun. But again, it almost just feels like because there was no sort of preview cycle of things from various news outlets, the news cycle kind of just stopped aside from pre-orders, tariffs if you're looking at American places, and sort of like just what else is there going to be? It's been a very weird launch cycle, and I'm excited, but I'm also like, okay, I've got one. And that's kind of where I'm at at the moment. I'm sure that'll change in due time, and I'll get hyped for it, but it's probably just going to have to put priorities elsewhere. But when it comes to DK Bananza, truth be told, when this was announced a few days ago, I kind of just thought, you know what? It's probably going to be a fun game. I'm just not overly hyped to hear much about it at the moment. And then it's got to about, like I said, half hour, 45 minutes ago, and the schedule for the day sort of changed up a bit. And I thought, you know what? I want to get hyped for something else on the Switch 2. I want something to get me that feeling of excitement, to basically go, why haven't I set this thing up yet? So that's kind of what today is about, and what I'm hoping for anyway, is that I'm going to see this. And even if I ultimately go, not going to buy it, it's going to make me want to go, I need to set up this Switch 2 now, sort of thing. That's kind of my purpose behind this. It's a bit of a selfish purpose, but also just to keep the watch-along train going, because I've got a good string of doing watch-alongs at the moment. So I very much wanted to sort of keep things going. And given that I've sort of had the rumoured Nintendo Direct on my faux schedule graphic that I've been making recently, it's like, well, I better follow through now, kind of thing. I've got no idea how long this DK Bananza thing is going to be. It is very much focused on Donkey Kong Bananza. I don't believe there's going to be anything else involved. That's what the description on Nintendo's YouTube channel alludes to anyway. They say like a deep dive into the game, which we've seen a decent amount of footage already, so one assumes that we might find out more of the story, more of the characters, like what's the little purple block thing that seems to be on DK's shoulder, maybe other Kongs that will make an appearance, and who knows, for all I know, I may go into this with the current feelings, and the current feelings I've just said, I should say. And then after this, I'm going to go, I really want to play this. So we will see. But yes, if you are joining us here and you are also melting, I totally relate. We totally relate. As Harriet said a few moments ago in the chat, it's a very warm day in the UK. Oh, I should clarify, actually, it's a good thing. Watching this on Nintendo UK's YouTube channel, there's no closed caption option. I've already checked. I'm going to check again. Nope, still not showing up. So we're going to see what we've got now. So let's go for Nintendo Direct, Donkey Kong Bananza. I'll turn the music off as well. There we go.
When the world felt so cruel.
Do let me know if anything seems off sound-wise as well, and I'll try and correct that on the fly.
When the hole looks so dark and deep. Heart is rock, cold as stone.
This is such a dichotomy of a music video. What's going on?
Then your beat showed the way to
What just happened? I'm sorry, what?
Golden Bananas, the discovery of the century, made right here on Ingot Isle. This is excellent news for #1 banana fan, Donkey Kong, who also happens to be here. However, just as he's about to enjoy the notable bananas, a sudden tempest sends him deep down underground.
I'm wondering that as well, Harriet.
As his adventure begins, DK teams up with Odd Rock, but it's no rock at all. It's actually a talented young singer named Pauline.
You called it, Harriet.
Now, Donkey Kong just wants bananas. And Pauline wants to find a way back home to the surface. It's said that one's wish will be granted by reaching the planet core. So the unlikely duo set off on a strange subterranean adventure.
Huh.
The story takes place in the underground world, where the scenery changes the deeper you go.
Interesting.
Some layers are so spectacular that it's hard to believe you're underground. DK can run,
Oh, it does look so good.
jump, and climb through each environment. Using his incredible physical prowess, you can freely move in any direction. But that's not all. Almost anything in your path, you can smash, crash, and bash. You can even do this to a massive rock formation. You know, if you want. As you barrel through obstacles in your path, you'll also collect golden bananas known as Banandium gems.
Bananium gems.
More on those later.
Yeah, actually, that's kind of what it sounds like, Harriet. It's a good shout.
Let's take a look at some of the things this Kong can do. Punch. Smash enemies. Walls. The ground.
I'm already getting an itch to want to play this. This direct's already doing a good job.
Destruction can lead to discoveries. So set off a chain reaction and see what happens. Dive punch. Unleash a powerful punch directly downward. How deep you punch into the ground depends on the strength of the terrain.
Okay.
Roll forward. Roll at high speed and send lighter objects soaring. Combine this with punches and jumps to really mix things up. Hand slap. Make some noise to collect scattered items or detect hidden objects using sonar. You can even use your feet when your hands are occupied. Tear off. Grab a chunk of terrain
That was a good freeze frame.
Tear it off. Or tear up turnips to find items. And even tear chunks off your foes.
What?
Swing. Grab a chunk and swing it to attack. Harder chunks can be used to break stone with ease. Or smash spiky thorns. Chunk jump. Use a chunk to double jump. This will help you reach new heights. Throw.
I was not expecting the phrase chunk jump to be in use today.
Or aim at a target like this. Throwing a boom rock or gold can have explosive effects. If you throw chunks made of softer material, you can stick them to a surface and pile them up.
Oh, the possibilities of that.
Serve. This lets you ride on chunks.
Oh, mate.
Speed up and aim for smaller enemies.
Oh, damn you, Nintendo. You're making me want to play this.
Make music. The power of Pauline's singing will help show you the way.
Ah, I wonder if the tuning fork is essential to that.
Strange seals that someone left behind. You never know what you'll discover in the underground world. So carve your own path with DK's abilities. The many layers of the underground world are host to a variety of inhabitants. Some are mysterious and aren't too bothered by DK's destructive tendencies. It looks like Cranky Kong and his companion Rambi are also venturing through the layers of the world. Then there are the Giant Elders, who call the underground world home. They're said to possess ancient Bananza powers. By learning their Bananza powers, Pauline's singing can do something special. She can make Donkey Kong transform!
What?
With incredible destructive power, even hard terrain poses no problem.
So Donkey Kong goes almost Super Saiyan.
Smash as much as possible with their powerful Kong Bananza. Plus, DK can transform into a zebra.
What?
He's as speedy as he is strong.
What?
He can even breeze over water or crumbling pathways. That's the swift Zebra Bananza. Oh yeah, he can also turn into an ostrich.
Oh my god.
A flying ostrich. Spread your wings and soar through the sky.
Hey, Fel, you're right.
To gain more air. Then drop
good.
bombs from great heights to send enemies
This is
scattering.
nuts.
That's right, it's Ostrich Bananza. Bananza transformations don't last forever though. You can transform again by collecting gold to build up your Banergy. You're not limited to when or where you transform, and you can swap between transformations. So get creative and use them as you adventure to the planet core.
If you want to hop in hijinks, Claire, you can probably come on audio only because I should have that set up.
Is the Void.
You're more than welcome to if you want
The
to.
mightiest mining operation both above ground and below. Grumpy Kong works to create gigantic corporate soldiers. Poppy Kong is responsible
Grumpy
for
Kong, Poppy
subterranean
Kong.
info gathering, while Void Kong is in charge of the whole company.
Void Kong.
This nefarious crew is responsible for the banana-stealing maelstrom on Ingot Island, and they're heading straight down to the planet core.
The planet core? But no! I'm going with DK, so you just stay away!
Voidco blocked off all the routes to the lower layers, so no one could reach them. DK and his pals will come face to face with the enemies guarding these routes. So use all the power at your
Was that called
disposal
Peak
to
Bruiser?
take on a host of powerful foes. By defeating them, giant sinkholes will open, clearing a path to the lower layers of the underground world. Found throughout the underground world are golden bananas called Banandium gems. They're not always visible though. Sometimes they're buried in the walls, the ground, and other places. There are a whole bunch to find.
Banana.
You can also obtain these gems by completing challenges in the ruins found throughout your adventure.
What do the ruins do?
Challenges include time-limited battles,
Right.
courses where you'll need clever solutions,
It's basically lemmings.
side-scrolling stages, and more. Keep your eyes peeled to find the Banandium gems. There are plenty of ruins to discover, so give them a try.
See, what this is emphasizing is, it was another feeling I didn't probably articulate very properly before this began, but with Nintendo consoles, I'm sort of so used to there being a big sort of single-player game, as it were, be it like a Mario, Mario Odyssey type thing, or Mario World, something of that ilk, or a Zelda type thing. But it just wasn't that with Mario Kart. And this feels like it's what it should have been.
To increase stats such as your max health or the destructive power of your punches.
But I do
Power up
totally
Donkey
understand
Kong
why they've
to match
separated
your
them, so there's
playstyle.
a bit of time
For
between the two.
example, if you strengthen your sonar,
I don't know
you'll
if
be
you
able
can
to
hear me,
detect
Jeremy.
treasure
I can hear you,
further
Felf. Welcome,
away,
welcome.
which could lead
This
to
is
new
the voice of your
discoveries.
conscience.
Let me make sure you're coming through on the stream. Hopefully you are saying something for me.
Points to learn new skills.
This is the voice of the Mr. on.
Yep, I believe you're coming
There
through
are
fine.
all sorts of items to
We know
find
you can
as
hear us.
explore.
Though.
Banandium
Just to
chips
give you
are
some
shaped
idea
like
how
slices of
bad my
banana,
internet is, my laptop
and they
won't
can be
even
traded for
actually
Banandium
start.
gems at the chip
Oh,
exchange.
wow. Okay.
What the fuck is that?
These gold nuggets are, unsurprisingly, called gold. You can exchange gold for useful items
Oh
at the
yeah,
stuff
like
shop.
everyone here's a rock, isn't it?
Yeah. Honestly, they're
There
doing
are
a very good job
fossils,
of
too.
making me want to play this, even though I've been like,
You
dunno.
can trade these for different fashions at
The
local
guy's got a
style
voice a bit like
shops.
V Frank, the guy who's like, today's best favourite animal is Banana College.
Just like in the closet,
Very,
it's customized the perfect fits
I
for
think I might
Donkey
actually have to do
Kong
my
and
thing to my
Pauline.
laptop where you like put a pillow over its face and
Or
press
even
down.
change
like,
up your fur coat.
Thank God.
No look is too much for Donkey Kong, or too little.
Slide to shut down your
Almost
PD.
every
What
article
do I
of
slide?
clothing comes with its own benefits, so mix and
What do I
match your
slide?
look
What does that
to
mean?
suit the situation.
Okay, I did the right thing. Okay.
Cool. I've got no context.
If you find a
We'll talk about
treasure
it after.
chest buried in the ground,
I pressed and held
crack
the
it
power
open,
button and it
you
said
might
slide
receive
to
a
turn off your
treasure
PC, and I'm
showing
like,
the location of
slide to the
Banandium
left.
gems
What do
or
I slide?
fossils.
I don't have a mouse.
Their locations will be marked on your map. Pretty helpful for finding
Okay.
collectibles.
This is yeah,
You can
it's
also
like
see which
I was just saying before you hopped
fossils
on,
and
Claire. I'm not sure if you
banana
heard, but
gems
Yeah.
collected,
I
making it
feel
easy to see
with the
how
Switch
close you are
2,
to
I've kind of got a
completion.
mixed bag feeling towards it at the moment. But in
There's
hindsight,
plenty
looking
to
at
do in the
this,
underground world when
I
not
feel like it
adventuring.
was just missing a
Need a
big
rest?
single-player
Carve
thing
out
to
a
kick it
space and
off.
enjoy a
Because
getaway.
Mario Kart was
You
so
can
Yeah.
multi-focused. I think this,
And
as a
enjoy
launch
listening
game,
to
which
tunes
kind of
with
is
the
within a
music
month or
playing.
so, but I feel like you sort of have like that big single player thing with the Switch 2 launch, and this is it. Like everything they're showing, it's insane how much is in this now compared to all the previous stuff they've revealed.
Moving between layers,
Yeah, I mean, it looks
have your back.
it looks like it's been designed to
These
appeal to as many
elevators will help
as
you
wide a
easily
demographic as
move
possible.
between layers you
Good shout.
visited at any
But
time.
just that act might
And
put
if you
some
get
people
lost,
off, you know,
no
because
need
no
to
matter
worry.
what they do,
You
it's
can
not going to be
always
what some people
teleport
want.
Oh, 100%, 100%. But then again, though,
Yeah.
from what I've seen of Mario Kart, some people are loving it, some people are like, it's not. It's not Mario Kart kind of thing. It's almost like maybe they tried to change too much.
I mean, I beg to differ. It is literally Mario Kart, but I know what you mean.
Well, they've even got a photo
So many
mode.
different colours of fluff.
that.
So many different colours of
Release your
fluff.
inner shutterbug.
Oh, I need that. I need that.
The
You see trans rights, Donkey
Yeah.
Kong
By
there.
sharing
Amazing.
a Joy-Con 2 controller or using a second set,
Bisexual
you and a pal
Joy-Cons?
can control
Got
Donkey
it
Kong
all.
and Pauline separately to buddy up in local co-op play. As
So,
Pauline, you
did
can
we see
unleash
this-
vocal
did we see
blasts
this
using
female character
Joy-Con 2
before?
mouse
No, the
controls.
female character was the
You
purple
can also
rock.
copy the material of nearby terrain
Oh.
to give your vocals even more texture.
Sentences
By
that
working
Duolingo
together,
gets you to
even
write.
television
No,
won't stand a
female
chance.
character was a purple rock.
I like the fact they've got a local co-op option in this. Where
Yeah,
you can
you pop
effectively...
down for some
This game
snacks.
also
Oh wait,
supports
not that
game
kind of
share.
local co-op.
Even if only one player has the game,
Yeah, I'll get a sandwich that'll make me ill.
share it to another player so they can join on their own console.
Yeah,
Oh, game share... Wait.
It can also be shared locally
yeah,
to a
it's that,
Nintendo
remember that game
Switch
share thing they were
console.
talking about in the Switch
Plus,
2
you can
launch.
play online between Nintendo Switch 2 consoles using Game Share via Game Chat.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, I'm just... Yeah, so I think I processed that as, wait, you can't play unless you have a Switch thing. But
If you
what I
need a
do
little help
like,
with all the
which
platforming
I'm not
action,
sure if it's something that they've
assist
really
mode is the
emphasized
way to
too much
play.
so far,
It guides
but
you
you
in the
can
right
share,
direction.
you do the game share function with certain games
Halves the
between a
damage you
Switch 2 and a
receive
Switch
and
1.
more. Assist
Yeah, it's
mode
almost like you're
supports you in your
hosting it on a
adventure to be the
PC.
best Kong you can be.
Other players can kind of come in.
Outside of the main
They
game,
don't need
there's
to
a
copy
mode
the
where you
game,
can
per
carve
se.
stone using mouse controls
Oh,
called
no.
DK Artist.
DK Artist
Wow,
mode.
see, everyone says
Rotate
everyone
to
says
paint.
that like 3D modeling is hard, but that looked really easy. Oh, kids are gonna love this. I mean,
Right.
adults are too, but
Or add some back on.
honestly,
even
if
change
you
the
can make this
lighting
into an
and add
exportable STL
delectable
file,
banana effects.
how cool would that be?
Right?
Run it to a 3D
Give it a
printer,
try
no problem
and
at all.
sculpt to your heart's content.
You know what that reminds me of? That sand stuff they had to like outlaw
This
because it
game
was like
also
wild
supports amiibo.
toxic or something.
Oh,
A
go on
new
then. What
Donkey Kong and
amiibo
Pauline
gubbins?
amiibo figure is also
Oh, that's a fun
on the
amiibo
way.
figure.
Pauline?
Scanning it unlocks Pauline's diva dress.
Why does she look so familiar?
She's
By
from Mario
scanning
Odyssey.
Donkey Kong series
From New
amiibo
Donk City.
shown
I haven't
here,
played Mario
gold
Odyssey.
Kong tiles with explosive
She's sort of been a
power
recurring character
will
since
appear.
Mario Odyssey, so you've probably just
And
seen a
maybe,
lot of her.
maybe she's got like a
Every
Mario
other amiibo
princess
released up to
look
this
or
point
whatever
is
that
also
is.
compatible. If you scan them, you'll get giant spheres like these.
Which do what? Oh, that's it? Alright.
Well, it's like a game. It's like a game mechanic thing, I think.
Oh no, what I meant was when they're gonna like add an extra item, but no, you just get a different coloured rock.
Oh, and it looks like you got a rock that's like tailored to the area you're in.
I have this dream. Oh, maybe if we
This would
get
be
to
very
the
funny
surface,
if it happened right
you
before
and
they just
me
face plant into the ground
can
and
make it
die.
all a dream.
To die anyway. Oh no, okay.
Ah, Harriet has said that Pauline, the original character Mario saves in Donkey Kong.
That's a great reference. I'm sure she's popped.
There you
Join
go.
Cool.
Powerful Donkey
There you go, so
Kong.
that's a fun
But also,
thing.
I hope it's not a
Singer
romance.
Pauline,
That's
as they set out on
Sonic
an
did
adventure
that.
to
It was
the
not cool.
fabled planet Cool.
I don't think it will be, to be fair.
Good.
But, oh my god, this looks such good fun!
Oh, special
Like an anime.
power?
It is just the dichotomy of like the soundtrack and music versus.
Derpy looking monkey.
Donkey Kong Bananza. Available July 17th, only on Nintendo Switch
That's
2.
A month today.
Pre-orders
Basically,
are available
yeah.
now on Nintendo eShop. The Donkey Kong and Pauline amiibo will also be available July 17th.
For like a week, and then you'll never be able to get hold of it again.
Is that the
That's just the way of
direct?
these things. I mean, I assume
That's it.
so.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Honestly,
Short and sweet.
yeah, I had a feeling that might be the case. Honestly, that. So I said like before we came on, I think this is kind of a good little round, sort of a full circle thing to mention, in that before I started this, I said that with the Switch 2 launch, I feel like the hype train has been very weird because we had that Nintendo Direct announcing everything to do with the console and a myriad of games.
And stuff.
Yeah, exactly. And all that stuff, and I was ultra hyped. And then after that, I'll say the hype train just kind of stopped at a station for a while because there was like the rush.
Yeah, it peaked and then it troughed.
Yeah, there was the rush to try and do the to get a pre-order in. Then there was obviously all the talk of American stuff about tariffs constantly and whatnot. Right, and but in terms of just the general hype cycle, I think there was the event that Matty got to go to at the XL. There were a couple of other things for some press, but honestly, there's been virtually nothing else since. And I feel like that kind of just almost made me forget about the Switch 2 until it was suddenly like a week away. It's like, oh yeah, that's a thing. And obviously, unique case for me, but mine took like an extra week to get delivered because luck. But I haven't even opened it yet, Claire. It's literally in a box next to me.
I was wondering that. Hang on, I'm just going to see if I can switch on my...
I'm assuming you I assume...
Didn't mean to do it as I said it.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, you're definitely now more in HD, as it were, but there you go.
Huzzah. I think my laptop was having an issue because I hadn't properly turned it off in a few days.
Gotcha. Yeah, sometimes you just got to do a reboot, as it were.
I've forgotten what everything is. I'll connect to your network, but I'm not going to be online. It's like a monkey paw.
So with the Switch, it's like, I've got one now. I'm like, oh, cool, got one. But I don't feel... This comes across as a very privileged thing to say, and I don't mean it to.
It is whether it is. It's not bad to have a privileged view. It's just, at least you recognise it's what it is. But go on, what is it?
It's just that thing of I haven't felt like I've got to open this right now and set it up. It's kind of like, right, got one, excellent. I got that, but I've just got other things I have to focus on. Whereas
well, I think that's actually quite sensible because you're like, I've done what I need to have it there when I've got the time. I have the facilities and the resources to secure one, and I did. And in a way, it's almost good that you weren't chewing up the furniture to get it because you'd have been driven crazy by the fact it was a week late.
Exactly right, exactly. And you have actually set my mind at ease with that. And yeah, it's like, I managed to get the monies aside for it and prepare for it. But it's very rare that you get something like this and you don't just crack it open immediately, as it were. So it's just.
I mean, you're saying that, but that's obviously your experience, but other people might have different ones. I tell you what, not quite the same thing, but I'm terrible for especially when my birthday comes around and I've suddenly maybe got some things I don't normally have. They tend to be in one place because you tend to open gifts when you're in one place. And then I put them to one side, and often because I'm not used to having them, I maybe forget they're there, and then suddenly I'll be like, oh my god, all these things, so maybe it's a bit like that with the Switch too. You're like, oh yeah, shit, I've got that thing.
And in a weird way, I think the fact that Mario Kart was the launch game was both an excellent decision, but also...
It's weird it was the only one.
Yeah, that's the thing. It was the only first-party Nintendo game, as far as I can recall, because there were a bunch, but it was the only brand new Nintendo game, if you will.
Yeah, which you'd think they'd have at least two.
Yeah, like for example, Bananza.
Yeah,
Bananza and Mario Kart, and what they've just shown is freaking great for Bananza. And if anything, I came on here and said I'm not really that hyped for it. I like the look of it. I'm sure it'll be good fun, but hopefully we'll see if this thing makes me want to play it. It's like, yes, I really want to play this now. Damn it, they've done their job.
Demographic Jeremy.
Literally, yeah. So, but yeah, like I said, I appreciate it's a very unique view I have on the whole thing, and I will definitely 100% open up my Switch because I want to play games. I want to play games with other folks. There's loads of games I'm looking forward to.
Oh, the Decadane was very kind and gave me some Switch credit for my birthday. And although, you know what it's like? You're like, oh, I'll use this as an excuse to buy some games. And you end up buying twice as much as the voucher was worth. Because you're like, oh, but now I'm buying games. I'm going to keep buying games, kind of thing. So I picked up a few that were on offer, including the Stick of Truth. I know it's not the most recent South Park game.
I was going to say, that was a South Park RPG, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think it's an RPG, yeah. I know the second one definitely was.
Because it was
one of the games
Stick of Truth. Sorry, it was Stick of Truth, and then the
Stick of Truth and the Fractured Butthole.
That's what the second one was called. I remember it was something wacky like that.
Yeah, the Fractured Butthole, exactly. I didn't get that joke until someone was like, it's like a butthole. I was like, oh my god! And one of the games I picked up was they've ported Slime Rancher onto the Switch. Now, I've seen one of my friends play Slime Rancher, and I was a bit like, it was really cheap, and I was like, okay, I'll give it a go. I'm normally I'm not a kind of impulsive game buyer. And Jeremy, I booted it up, and I was absolutely distraught because I couldn't do it. Like, you know when a game's controls just don't work.
For example, like me and Okami, for example.
Yeah, but even with you and Okami, it was. Do you know what it reminded me of? The very first time I was handed a controller for a game that had double axis control was Halo back in the day.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
I hear you.
And I couldn't work out how to coordinate both my thumbs, so I was either running or looking at the sky or looking at the ground. There was nothing in between, right? And they were like, shoot this. I'm like, I can't even see you, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, but now, 20 odd years later, I'm like, no, this can't be right. So I went into the controls and I thought, well, it's not an axis thing. What the fuck is wrong? And it wasn't. They'd swapped the left and right stick.
Oh my god.
Because the left and right stick, it said left and right swap, and it was ticked, and I was like, the hell? Because if you pick up a controller now, your first instinct is usually push the left stick forward to go forward, right?
Yeah.
The right stick tends to be to control looking around. You don't know how confusing it is to have those swapped on you. Because your hands don't know what to do. And as soon as I swapped it back, it was a dream, and I was like, "Why would you have set up that way default? That was weird."
It's almost someone hit the wrong thing on the game code before they hit ship, kind of thing.
Even more weird was the fact that the thing for sprinting in that game is to press in the left stick. Right?
Oh, I hate that as a function. Like, it irks me so much.
I mean, I haven't done it yet, but weirdly, when they swap the sticks, they don't swap that onto the right stick. So it's like, press R right to run. Also, pressing in left is sprint. I was like, what? Literally, what the hell? But yeah, once I fixed that, it's actually really fun. But, you know, like, just the littlest things can, like, I could have put that game down and been like, nah, that ain't mine. You know, I don't like that. And then I was like, hang on a minute. If it feels this bad to play, something must be wrong. But anyway, yeah, Slime, it's called the Portable Edition, which I absolutely love, because it's on the Switch, so it's portable, and plorts are something in the game, so I was like, this is great.
You're like, whoever in the marketing department was on the ball just then.
Good job. I hope you got, like, a little bonus for that.
Please get an extra, get an extra Twix bar or something, you know.
Oh, and I did get Planet of Lana.
Oh, how is it?
It's very short.
Okay.
I am a slow player, so I've played it for about 15 minutes. But all the playthroughs online I've seen are like 20, 25 minutes, so we could actually do the whole thing on a stream if you wanted.
Keep that in mind.
But the problem is, with these kind of games, I will die. You know, I'll die and then it's usually pretty generous with, like, respawning you. But as the game moves along, you get a little companion character who, like, you can send to stand in places, and, you know, it's an adorable little, like, cat ball. The minute that thing died, I turned off the game, and I have not turned it back on since.
Aww.
because it was my fault. I told him to stay, and the monster just walked up and ate him. He didn't run away because I had told him to stay. It was my fault, and I was like, nope, I'm not playing this anymore. So I will go back and finish it at some point. But I was just like, I can die as many times as I want. But if anything happens to Mui, that's it. I'm out. And it's my fault. So yeah. Apparently the second game is going to be like something like 3 times the size. I mean, which will still only make it an hour, but we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Oh,
I'm glad you. Aside from that experience you had that in that moment of gameplay, I'm glad you've enjoyed it though.
No, that's no criticism of the game. I was just like, I can't do this. I got Mui killed. Oh god, he got eaten by a tentacle monster. Like out of the thing. Oh god. Traumatizing. Right, sorry, I just came on to waffle away, but
no, it's good to have a little chat, so, you know.
So one of the things I noticed actually while I was on buying my games is the fact that Matty had said that the shop seemed to be hanging on the Switch and Switch 2, the eShop, ever since the Switch 2 had been launched, and I can confirm it is still happening on the Switch. I don't know if it's
hanging as in
it's really slow. It's really slow.
I mean, it's been slow for freaking ages, hasn't it, at this point? But
it has, but I haven't bought a game in a while, and I was a bit like, oh my god, this is bad.
Yeah, I've heard the Switch 2 is definitely faster, but I can't personally, obviously can't compare yet, but hopefully the experience will get better over time.
Yeah, I've been hearing from lots of disparate sources, like people who don't know each other, pardon me, that in fact, I've heard from 3 separate sources of people who do not directly know each other or are in any group chats together with me, if that makes sense. That the difference that playing Pokemon Scarlet and Violet on the Switch 2 makes is nuts.
Yeah, if anything, that's something. I'll just spitball this while we're here, but that's something at some point I would love to actually just check out on stream. Is almost playing like it on Switch 1 and then switching over to the Switch 2 version. Like if we say like we went to a town and went, right, we're gonna hunt some Pokemon in a particular place. We do it on the Switch 1. Do what I've got to do to get it all up and running on Switch 2. And then like, right, let's do the exact same thing on Switch 2 so we could literally have a compare and contrast on the stream. I think that would be really good fun.
I know a couple of people who have moved over to the Switch 2, so if we do get stuck, we've got people we can ask. I'm just going to quickly find the quote from my friend who said about this. Here she goes. She says, playing Violet without choppy NPCs is a joy. Now, I never really noticed the NPCs being particularly choppy. But the thing is, she said without it, maybe once it's gone, I'll be like, oh yeah, I know what she means. But she did say, like, the battle animations almost feel too fast. Like they're on 1.5 speed. Like, whoa, slow down kind of thing. But she said, but the overworld stuff is like smooth as anything. She was saying that she was doing the mission where you have to have all the Sunflora following you around, you know, in Artisan.
Yeah.
And she said I had 18 of them following me, and they were all on the screen, just, you know, moseying along, no problem at all, none of them clipping through and falling into Area 0 kind of thing.
It just needed the extra horsepower, literally.
Yeah, flower power.
There you go.
She said, I kind of wanted to do a new playthrough to see the difference. And I said, is that possible to do without erasing your old one? Because I know with some games like not Link's Awakening, the Breath of the Wild games, you can't do multiple saves on the same Switch ID.
Oh, Nintendo.
The same Switch account. So what you do is just make another account. Like you just, I've got like 3 Switch profiles, but only one of them's connected to my Nintendo Online account. So I was just saying to my friend, like, I can understand you can make another profile, but would it need to be online? Because with Pokemon, the online stuff is important, you know?
It's kind of key.
And she said no. Apparently, you don't need to worry about that. It doesn't need to be you don't need a second thing or anything. You just do it through the Switch menu. So that's good.
Okay.
Possibility. Anyway, so I just wanted to mention about that because I've had 3 different groups of people approach me and say that just completely unprompted. I think because they know. Partly because it's a chat about games, either because it's a chat about games, both of us love the game, or they know that I like the game specifically. So I haven't picked it up in a while, though. I don't know what's been going on recently. I think we are just kind of coasting a bit until Legends ZA, but that is a very different game.
I will
We're still
say
ways off Generation 10.
Yeah, come ZA, and this is Jeremy being very hypothetical here. Obviously, I will have my Switch 2 ready for ZA because I'm very excited for that. And I think I've also already.
Interesting.
I think I've already made the decision. I'm going to buy the Switch 1 version, then just get like the Switch 2 upgrade thing.
Is any particular reason?
Because the entire game will actually be on the cartridge rather than being a keycard thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm being a little bit weird about that. I'm sure there will come a point where it's like, I just want the game. I don't care. But
no, I'm not. That was me honestly not knowing what. Because I think you and Matty have talked about this more than you and I have, but. To the point where I have to keep asking what a cart is because all I can think of is a horse and cart, and I'm like, I don't understand. Every time you say it, I'm like, hey, you're finally awake. And I'm like, what are you talking about? But yeah, I don't really. I have a few physical cartridges. I don't have I have a nice Switch case that someone got for me that's got like the inbuilt like holder for them.
Yeah.
I think I've got about 12. But I do have way more that are just. You know,
yeah, because the reason I still have bought so many physical versions of Switch games is because I can get them cheaper than digital. Like if I order,
that's weird. You'd think it'd be the other way around, wouldn't
right?
You?
And I think that will probably start changing now with the Switch 2. In fact, you know what? Let me do a cursory.
Okay.
Let me look up something on Streamer. Hang on. Let's think of a website quickly. I hate them. I hate them with
just any website.
I hate them with a passion. Let me go. I'll go to Game. I freaking hate Game, but it's the easiest thing to look up.
I can't believe they're still around.
Oh, barely.
They closed down like 5 times. What's going on?
So we look at Switch 2 games on here. Thank God I don't have an account on this website anymore. So let's have a look. So Mario Kart's like 75 on there. But Bananza is 67, sure.
Yeah. You seem very arbitrary, don't they?
Yeah, Cyberpunk is 70. Right, let me see if I can now...
Sorry.
In fact, you know what? This is the way to do it. We'll go to Nintendo Store. Right, let's have a look. No, I don't want the eShop. My Nintendo Store, is it? Let's have a look. Where do I find Switch 2 gubbins?
Oh, I was talking to Keith Jeremy, and I said I said, do you remember that thing last week where I joined a call, and they were like, Claire, you'll be a great person to help us work out this discussion we're having. I said, 20 minutes later, I still had no idea what they were discussing or what I was supposed to say. I really, really didn't know. I felt like there was an answer they were expecting, and I still don't know what it was. Jeremy, what was it? What was the answer?
I don't remember what the question.
What are you talking about?
I think we're talking about Pokemon pre-orders on the Nintendo shop, actually.
You were talking about Legends Are.
Yeah.
Legends Are.
So.
And you were like saying, "What do you want? Do you want this or this?" And I'm like, "I don't know. Why are you asking? I'm so confused."
Okay, so this.
All right, go.
I was not. I was not aware of this. This was a thing now. So. The digital.
See, that's what I'd expect. The digital.
Yeah.
Being more
Okay. You know what? If this is the case now, I may retract.
It might just be that one though.
But yeah, this is the first example I've seen in quite a while of the digital version is cheaper than the physical, and that's how it should be with things. Quite frankly.
Yeah. I mean, you know, from like your job in entertainment media, like. One of these, I had to make something, like physically press a disc, put it in a box. Someone had to do that. Someone had to design that case, you know, like all of that it takes money, like, which has to be reflected surely in I mean, I know that they're doing it in volumes that would make, will make Elon Musk blush, but at the same time, it's like, even with that's what I'd expect.
So now I have a theory here. I wonder if it's only going to apply to first-party Nintendo games. So if I go on this Jamboree thing, oh god, there's multiple here. Right, probably.
Oh,
all right. All right, hang on. Nah, that's not the best example because there's an upgrade pack. Let's look at Street Fighter. So
I'll be honest with you, Joe. I'm still confused by these upgrades.
Nah, that's.
I'm just glad that it doesn't have to be. I don't have to worry about it just yet myself.
The way I would think of it is, and I'll go back to the other screen now. The way I'll think of it, the way I'll try and describe it is, think of it like it's like a horsepower upgrade in the sense of like the Switch 2 is the Switch 2 can cope with more. So by buying the upgrade pack, you effectively get access to more good stuff.
See, that bit I do understand, but there's just something in my brain that is just refusing to kind of wrap itself around what's going on. So it's
Hello,
like,
Demiurgo. Welcome,
I think
welcome.
it's because it's moving from one console to the other. Oh, by the way, the person who I was talking about, who I gave the first-hand account of playing Violet, I've just told them that we're live, and she said that she's going to try and zoom in. So is
that Demiurgo right now? Who said hello?
Oh, yeah, now. Sorry, I've got Discord open, so I can't see.
Oh, that's cool. Let me change the thing for you, and I'll.
Oh, okay. Oh no, you don't. That's fine.
Oh, it's all good.
Hi, Ree. How you doing?
Because
she was like, "Oh, can I watch it on VOD?" I'm like, "Mate, we are still."
Let me.
I think it's because Jeremy and I haven't spoken since last Friday, and we're like, "Hey, you know what? Let's have a nap."
Yeah, exactly.
Hello.
There we go. But
Infinidagger.
But yeah, so if digital starts becoming cheaper than the physical, then my tune may change in that. Because heck, that's even an issue I have with no pun intended, unintentionally. That's an issue.
I'm ready for the pun.
That's an issue I have with comic issues that I buy.
Oh, I see. I was like, where's the pun? I'm ready.
Because well, it's literally because. And I get it, like, comic retailers really kicked up a fuss of why are you charging cheaper for digital when we're, like, the bread and butter of the comics industry, the physical versions. I get it,
I mean,
but at the same time...
If your reason for pricing is because otherwise it'll upset someone, that's never going to win out in the end.
Yeah,
because economy will always win out in the end.
Yeah, and I love holding a good comic, but I will say the thing I have noticed recently is the quality, the actual print quality of comics is getting worse.
I think that part. I think it's all connected. If you think about it.
Yeah, admittedly, I
think a lot of them are trying to push their prices down and down and down. They'll never be able to compete with pixels on a page. And I know it sounds awful, but they won't.
Yeah. Now, admittedly, to sort of counteract my own argument, now I mentioned this to a buddy of mine in the comic shop, and they just went, right. I think I figured out what you need to do, Jeremy, if you're going to buy a hard copy. I went, go on, but bear in mind I am like a cover collector, so this is also a poison
They're
chalice.
like, we've got the Jeremy edition. It's twice as much. And you're like, sold.
Well, they just said, okay, from the cover perspective, this won't help you, but from the print quality perspective, they actually said what you need to do is only buy the collected trades, where it's like 6 or 7 issues or whatever, like in a book.
Oh, because like I know this sounds awful, but the only word I like, tankobons. Right?
Yeah, so like trade paperback, the hardcover editions. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, collected editions. Yeah,
but buy the collected editions because they're actually a higher print quality because they are in print, quote unquote, for longer. Because the single issues are like they do the print run whatever they need. If they need to do a second print run, so be it. But otherwise, they basically do a print run of the issue, and that's the issue done.
Yeah, and it's like if they print it again, there's no guarantee they'll use the same paper stock.
Exactly, or they might, or they might correct something in a second printing. Who knows? But in general, they just said you basically need to go for collected editions, and I just said, or buy them digitally.
Yeah, no, I mean, it obviously there are ups and downs to both, but it's interesting as well because I think physical media it's just going to come down to a personal preference in the end because they can't really be in direct competition with digital media, surely.
Exactly, and vice versa. But the thing that gets me is like it's just the print quality. And I get I'm a stickler for this thing, and there's no full correct answer because I love reading comics digitally, but I look at a screen so damn much in my life. It just gets to a point where
it'd be nice to not have to do that for a bit.
Exactly. Like I've got a tablet. In fact, it's a tablet you've got, which it works to a point with the comic readers, but ever since the Comixology app got eaten by Amazon, it's not been the same. And like it's always just like I wish it did this like Comixology. Like it was like the perfect blend of everything, but.
Yeah, also that if it's the exact same tablet I've got, they stopped updating the firmware on that like a couple of years ago.
Great.
It's quite an old tablet.
Great.
Yeah, so it's like I mean it's always something they do. Eventually they will stop support for a particular thing, and it's just like because I went on the other day and I was like maybe I should update the firmware. Oh no, of course there is no update. The last update was in 2023 or whatever.
Yeah.
That is pretty normal, but it means that like you're not going to be getting a optimized view anyway.
Yeah, so, and at some point in time I probably will get another tablet, but money.
Oh well, for sure, yeah.
And especially when I've got a Switch waiting in a box to be opened,
Yeah, you're like I can't really warrant that, because to say like there's a Switch game out at the moment. Oh my god, Jeremy, you'll love this actually. There's a Switch game out, Switch 2. I don't know if it's just Switch 2, probably because it's new. So I don't know how long they're going to keep going on releasing games for Switch and Switch 2 concurrently. So I mean, it might be out for the Switch. I hope it is because I'd like to buy it at some point. Have you heard of Date Everything?
This sounds familiar. Is this on the Switch? You said
Switch or Switch 2? I can't. Well, it's definitely on the Switch 2. I don't know if it's on the Switch.
Date Everything. Does it come up in the Switch shop search? Oh, it's having a think. Oh, it's having a think, and it's a long think.
Oh gosh.
All right, hang on. Nintendo eShop.
Jeremy's like, internet has failed. Oh
no. Date Everything, or as I'll call it, Data Everything.
I have been calling it that in my head. So, my friend is literally playing this right now. Hang on.
There we go. Got it.
Okay, so this is a game that my friend is playing, and it is basically like you get these magical glasses and everything in your house becomes a person. So the doors, the closets, the curtains, the windows, even the air in your apartment becomes an anthropomorphized creature that you can romance.
Amazing. Right? The data decks.
I know. And but the thing that's specifically interesting about this is the character design is delightful. Like that's Luke Nukem. He's a microwave. Things like that.
Luke Nukem.
And, I know the names are stupid, but the thing that this is about is it's done by a group called I want to say it's like Posh Chap. It's something like that. What's Christoph? What is he? What do we think he is? What does he look like?
Thor.
He does look like Thor, but what appliance do we think he is? Like a home gym?
Oh, yeah, like a treadmill. It's a treadmill, I think.
Yeah. Oh, well, maybe that's it then.
Or a cross trainer or something.
Oh, maybe, yeah, because a lot of them are puns based on the names. But what this... I'm just going to find out the name of the studio who released this.
It was published by Team 17, I can tell you that much.
Yeah, Team 17, but it's like Smash Chap or something. Oh, Happy Chap. God damn it, what's it called?
It doesn't...
Sassy Chap.
There you
it's
go.
called Sassy Chap. Right. The group is called Sassy Chap. Oh, there she is. She's in the chat now. I told her we were talking about this. But the second thing that makes this game so fabulously fun is the fact that it basically hires almost every single voice actor who's working in voice acting today, right? Because as we know, Jeremy, they all know each other. They've all been to the same gigs. So I actually, when I was chatting to Chai about this, because Chai is literally playing this right now and sending me screenshots and screaming, it's hilarious. I thought I would IMDb like some of the voice actors, and I thought, oh, this is going to be a bit of a mission, you know, having this many tabs open, being like, oh, it's so-and-so, what else have they been in? But I found I didn't have to, because for the first 10 or 12 names, I knew all of them. Like, I knew them as people. Stephanie Shea's in there, and, you know, we
love
met
Stephanie.
her, we know her.
Love Stephanie.
She's playing a character who's, like, tennis-themed, right? But you look at the actual character, and it's based on Sailor Moon. Because she was Sailor Moon.
Yeah.
So it's a running joke. Like, not only is it a joke on the characters that they've played, like Matt Mercer's in there, and I think he's like a dice because he does Critical Role. And well, there's puns on people's names, and like it's just a delight. Like even without that, it looks like a really fun game, and it's got some really good and robust like content warning options that you can turn on and off. Like if you're interacting with a character who has something that might be a trigger, you can put something in that has somebody pop up and go, hey, just so you know, these themes are part of this character's story, so if that's not your bag, you can just sort of bail.
Have you read the description of this early bird DLC?
I haven't. Please read it aloud.
I'm gonna get a bit closer to the mic for this. Hang on, wait. So
I'm ready.
Can't wait to get down and dirty with your fireplace. Long for the sweet embrace from your fridge. Our early bird pre-order edition will have an incredibly profound effect on gameplay.
What?
Player character wakes up 1 minute earlier each day. All clocks will be set to 8:59 a.m. Cute birdie comes by and whistles songs. This is a good thing, maybe. And that's the early bird DLC.
See, this won't mean as much to you, Jeremy, because I've still not managed to persuade you to watch Avatar, but one of the voice actors in there is Dante Basco, who plays Prince Zuko in Avatar, who is the Prince of the Fire Nation, and he plays a character called Dante. That's actually his name. But of course it's the fucking fireplace, isn't it? And I'm like, there better be some fucking Avatar jokes in here, or jokes about people's fucking honour. Like, I don't understand what waking up 1 minute earlier every day. That's the bed, by the way, Jeremy.
I'm sorry, wait, what?
She's the bed. Look at her. She's wearing a duvet.
Fair, yeah, all right, fair. And you can see
she's a fine ass lady.
You can see the struts there as well. The mattress. I love the mattress tights. Oh my god.
I actually said to Natasha when I was chatting to her, I was like, so I said I promise not to do too many spoilers because I don't want to spoil or anything for her. But I said I've just looked up and there's a mirror and it's called a mirror. And in American accent, that's the same thing.
Yeah. Very clever.
A mirror called a mirror, and I was like, oh my god, fucking hell.
But Claire,
yeah.
there's another DLC.
Oh my god.
It's called
the Lavish DLC.
Would you like me to read the description for this?
You know I would, and in the same voice if you would. Oh my god, it's longer. I'm ready. Everyone ready for the ASMR? Let's go. Let's go.
Is 100 simply not enough dateable objects? Are you unsatisfied with lower priced goods? Do you literally want to fall in love with a microtransaction? With the Lavish DLC, there is simply more of everything to extend your everything adventure. Excuse me. Microtransaction, the dateable microtransaction. We got you covered. Lucinda Lavish, the dateable deluxe edition herself. Fantastic red shirt, an unlockable option to be wearing a shirt that will sometimes be commented on by the dateables in a positive manner. Phone backgrounds, customizable phone menu with 26 background covers to add a little personality. Art book, concept art for all 102 characters, plus never before seen costumes and collectibles. and then the OST, 4 hours of every genre under the sun.
So I actually love the fact that they made a microtransaction one of the things that's dateable.
That's great, isn't it?
And the DLC itself is something, because when it says, is 100 not enough? I should point out, there are 100 in the original game, so it's added 2. You know? But one of the ones in the original game, and Natasha, put your fingers in your ears if you don't want to hear this bit, but one of the ones in the original game...
Spoiler warning incoming.
Spoiler warning. He only turns up if you get, like, the worst possible ending with one of the things. And it's because he's the concept of rejection.
Oh my god.
Right? And then after that, he's just around. And I'm like, what's his name? It's Reggie, of course, for rejection. I'm like, this is fucking stupid, and I love it. This is so dumb.
Oh.
So fucking dumb. Let Chai know that she can stick her open her ears now.
I'll just say, spoiler over.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about spoilers anymore.
Spoiler over. There we go.
So, oh my god, yeah. So I really would love to play this game. I would love to play this game on stream.
You know what? I will add it to my wish list. So if it goes on sale and we get it for a cheaper price.
I cannot. Did we get an answer on whether it's available on Switch or if it's just Switch 2?
It just says Nintendo Switch on. I didn't know why I clicked that button. In fact, well, I need to actually compare this. Hang on. If I click Mario Kart World, not Mario Kart Work.
Mario Kart Work, like the game that no one wants to play.
It's just Switch 1 because Nintendo Switch 2 is a specific system category on this.
But I know my friend is playing it on Switch 2.
That's probably because you can play Switch 1 games on a Switch 2, but I don't know if you can play Switch 2 games on a Switch 1.
It would make sense that way around. That's interesting. Okay, I mean, it's not really an issue because I'm not planning to buy a 30 quid game. Is
this what we're going to play? Is this our Halloween game this year rather than what we were planning?
I mean, at some point I would still like to do Doki Doki, but like I feel like that's not really a Halloween game. This one's just going to be fun. But yeah, it's a delight because it's just like all the voice actors hanging out and nerding. And because when I spoke to Keith about it, I mentioned that Stephanie was in there, and he's like, does that mean Centurna class is in there? And I'm like, actually, no, I couldn't find Centurna class in there. And I was like, and he said, that's weird. They're normally a unit. I mean, they're not. For those who don't know, that's another voice actor. Is it Michael? Is that his name?
Yeah,
Michael.
Yeah,
Centurna class.
Yeah.
They used to be a couple. They haven't been for several years now, but they work in the same like area. So quite
I
often
believe that they own / run. Is it NYAV Post, the English dubbing studio?
Yeah, I think you might be right. Yeah, because that's another thing that not a lot of people know is the fact that these voice actors, they aren't just sort of like turning up and being like, I'm the talent, because voice acting is so insular. They basically had to make all of their own companies, so they're never just voice actors. They're also ADR directors or script writers or translators. You know, they do it all, and you know, they're really hardworking people, which is why sometimes I get a bit annoyed especially when things like at conventions are like, well, why would I want to have an English voice actor there? I'm like, because you're fucking welcome, you know. I'm like, I appreciate with anime it's a bit different, but like, no, I'm always really impressed. Like, and I remember actually, I think it might have been Billy West, a very famous voice actor. He was very scathing about like actors who think they can just sort of hop onto voice acting as like an easy thing. Like, I've done the hard acting, I'm going to do the easy acting. And he's like, it's a completely different skill. Get out of my goddamn pond, you know, kind of thing. Like, he's like, they're not very good. They just sound like them. I'm a voice actor. I have like 45 different voices.
So
I love voice actors.
I've just been catching up with the chat. Chai has...
Sorry, I've been not paying
No.
attention.
Chai has said, I would very much watch you all play this game, so the Date Everything game, or Monster Prom. Another very fun...
Monster Prom is also very fun.
Another fun, silly dating. Do you know what, Claire? Maybe as well as like the visual novel stuff that we mainly engage in and the occasional Pokemon thing, maybe we should start adding dating sims into our yearly rotation, as it were.
Dating sim is kind of a visual novel when you think about it. There's very much... a dating sim is a kind of visual novel, is it not?
It's a very good point. It's a very good point.
Yeah, I mean, it's just one with maybe a more choose your own adventure kind of spin on it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm like. I love games humor. Like when Natasha's Chai started talking about this in one of our other group chats, I just couldn't stop making puns. Like she's like, I've met this guy. He's the door. He's called Dorian. I was like, well, I hope he opens up to me. And she's like, I've made a terrible mistake. Although I was quite proud of my window one, which was like, she's like, I'm going to meet the window. I was like, I hope she's a bit more transparent and she doesn't glaze over when you talk to her. Maybe she's French and just like constant. But the good thing is I'll get all of these jokes out of my system now. So by the time, if we play it, you'll be like, come on, Claire, what you got that's new? We respect Dorian. Natasha, I don't know if you've had it confirmed, but he is all the doors. He's just a different door. That's the thing. I was like, well, you have multiple doors in your house. But I'm like, no, but apparently every door... Dorian can be found wherever you go between one room and another, and there is a door, but it's a different door. So he has different. The front door has different kind of like text to like back. Oh my god, back Dorian. It's a bit of a pain. I don't know why you spelled it like that because. Oh no, I do. Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, I was like, hang on a minute. Yeah, the combination of the two spellings. I got it. Oh, as I just said to Harriet in a private chat. Her Joe Hendry t-shirt is in the post.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
It's on its way.
Oh my word. But yeah, because at the moment we're doing Somnium Files, which I don't know how much more we've got of the first game, but I will say I am loving playing Somnium Files. I know.
Yeah, go on, sorry. Go on.
I was going to add that I know after the demo we were both a little bit okay. Let's try the full game and see how we do, because that demo was a bit weird, but the way it's progressing, the stuff we're doing in it, I am really enjoying. Yeah, I'm really enjoying Somnium, and obviously we've got to go back to Ace Attorney at some point because we've done.
Yes.
The last one we did was the circus one, so we've got the good case in Ace Attorney 2 now, which I think it was.
Yes, we've got the last case of Ace Attorney 2, the big one.
Yeah.
Which I can never remember the name of because I don't think it hasn't got a name that's like Turnabout Big Top's easy to remember because it's got Big Top in it, you know. Whereas the last one, I can remember what it's about, but I can't remember the name.
All I know is that the teaser image had Edgeworth coming back at the airport.
Oh, yeah, and we were like... let me just quickly check what
we got a freaking stinger at the end of that chapter.
Oh yeah, because we were like, whose voice is this? And I'm like, I was there like, I know who it is, but I don't want to. Hang on a second. Second game. Is it Justice for All?
Yes.
Yeah, that's Justice for All. Justice for All. Excuse me.
While you're looking up, so we've got Ace Attorney to get back to. Obviously, depending how we do with this first Somnium Files game, we want to check out the second one, and then probably eventually the one that's coming up very soon. That I think actually is Switch 2 exclusive, come to think of it. And then we'll at some.
Also, sorry. Go on.
No, after you, please.
So one of the voice actresses that's in Date Everything, because the fact that like all the voice actors are in it, is Iba's voice in English.
Oh, that's cool.
But I mean, I was like, but I'm talking over her the whole time. So we don't get to hear her. I'm like, sorry.
Do you know what? It is an interesting thing, because I was sort of talking with a mate about this the other day when we were having a catch up while family stuff was going on, and I sort of mentioned, this is what we do on stream, and they just kind of just actually pointed out it's actually very clever what we're doing to give us a pat on the back here live on stream, which I'm not one to do very often. It's
yes, do it.
In the sense that we are giving a unique experience to the game. So it means even if people watch people want to watch our version or play the original, it is a very much individual experience. That was partly what we were going for.
Yeah, I mean, because I've mentioned it before, but we are quite unusual in the fact that we are a pair of people who do this together regularly. Most streamers I know are solo, which, although you are perfectly capable of doing and have done many times, this is just completely different, and for me, much more fun. I mean, it's definitely more fun for me. It's just this is enrichment. This is a pumpkin in my enclosure every month. I get to roll around like a giant jaguar and just bite it.
And I get to hang out with one of my best mates.
Yay!
Literally.
Oh, the case is called Farewell My Turnabout.
There you go. That's why.
I knew it was something vague like that.
It didn't start with Turnabout. That's why we couldn't remember.
Exactly. Oh god. And my brain is like, there was something else you were going to tell Jeremy, but it's completely gone.
It'll come back.
I showed my friend the Xbox thing where Ben Schwartz is Mark head of sequels. And she made the point, which I can't believe we didn't, which was that bit where he's like, "You're a bad person, Claire. You shouldn't steal. It's a great idea, but you're a bad person." That bit where he's lambasting that staff member for stealing. And she was just like, "Why isn't that a voice redeem on your stream?" I was like, "I don't know." Leave it with me.
Make a note of that. I'll try and go back through and see if I can isolate it.
I'll try and remember, yeah. Excuse me.
That's fine.
But yeah, that was just I was just a bit like, I love enjoying games vicariously, like, which is kind of what I do on the stream with you, I guess, because I'm not that good. I love playing games with company, and this is kind of what I'm doing.
Exactly.
because I went to go and pick up what was I going to pick up? I was going to pick up Dredge again, which is the Lovecraftian fish simulator. And I kind of put it down again because I was like, I want Keith to enjoy this with me, you know, and I feel bad because I'm like, he's got shit he wants to do, you know, maybe he doesn't want to sit and watch me because it's not like that exciting for him. So then I'm like, but I won't enjoy it as much without him here. Well, so this is like perfect. So I'm like, Jeremy's got the game. I don't need to buy the game. I just need to kind of plug in and be like, time to do dumb voices and pretend to be Torbeck on the screen. Oh no.
You're actually talking about doing the streams and stuff, because I mentioned this to you in passing, and I'll put it out there for...
You've sent me so many messages that I haven't listened to.
That's fine, but I'll sort of put it out there for the world to know, because the software...
Yeah.
People may recall the...
Oh, yeah, Prism.
People may recall the OBS trials, as I'll call it, where...
the trials with OBS,
where it legitimately took sometimes 2 hours for me to be able to get OBS open on my machine. Then I switched
Jeremy
over...
was physically aging before my eyes every time this happened.
Then I found another piece of software, which we currently use Prism Live Studio as like a sort of broadcasting tool. It works great. Is it perfect?
Yeah.
No. But is it genuinely a great piece of software? Yes. Like, I really like it.
I don't actually know what the issue is, so I'm going to find out live on air with everyone else.
So Prism randomly put a pop-up when you open the software saying, hey, as of, I think it was like July or August, we're going to be switching to a premium subscription model.
Oh.
And then I'm like, oh, okay, what does that mean? And they intimated that there'll be more details coming, as in Monday just gone, and that there will be some features which will remain free and some which will be premium. And so of course I'm just like, okay, well, I'll keep an eye on it. And they did their announcement, and their announcement basically said, oh, you know, a few core features will still be free, such as, and they named like 3 things, and I'm like, what else is free? Like, don't go tell.
Yeah, like I need more than that.
Yeah, and they've really not been transparent about it. And then I end up joining their Discord, and it seems like, I mean, I run on the Mac version because that's what I run on. I'm gathering the PC version has got problems, because I think we've had maybe 2 issues on the Mac for the past few months we've been using it, Claire. Like that, we've had hardly any issues. Okay. Knock on wood. We've had hardly any issues with this software. But I gather the PC version might be a bit more ropey, and maybe just because we're not using as many features, perhaps. But the thing I'm curious of is what's going to be still in the free tier, because you know there's so much money to go around in the world. But
I've already got like 55 streaming thingies.
But the other thing which I want to know, and I have actually sent them an email about this to see if they'll respond, because I want a complete itemized list of what is in their core features, as they call it, and then premium features.
Core features. Yeah,
but yeah, I know, right? But the thing is, though, it also says ad removal if you are a premium subscriber.
Okay, I don't think it'll put the stream. I don't think it'll put the ads on the stream, if that makes sense.
No, and they might also put a watermark on it as well, on anything you're streaming out, which is like, well, how big's the watermark? Like, if it's really,
how big are we talking here?
If it's like unintrusive and transparent, I might not give a damn. It's like, fine, whatever. But yeah, so it's that thing of, we found like a good alternative that I'm happy with, and now it's like, oh, please. And I think,
I was wondering if it was like, we're now making everything AI, and I'd be like, no.
No, because the thing is, this app that we use, this software we use, it's actually got a lot of tools in it. Like, you can integrate GIFs into it, you can have a direct music player, heck, you can even do VTuber stuff with it as well, and do it via your mobile if you really wanted as well. Like, it's a very, very versatile app, so I'm guessing they're going to a subscription tier, probably more for the really, I'll just call it horsepowery stuff. But
the stuff that's like really like heavy on.
Yeah, and technical, and perhaps what you would go, why? How is that free type? Yeah, there you go, very, very resource heavy. But if we could still get by just on the free tier, I'll stick with it and just see how it goes. But I have already started looking into like another possible alternative, and I'm already like, this is nowhere near as simple as Prism. Like, just.
Oh. So looking at the pricing, I don't mind putting in some money for that.
Oh yeah,
there's way too much AI on this website, by the way. But other than that.
No, right. But yeah, so the cards on the table, folks. Basically, the way they're going to it is try again. It's a £10 monthly, or I think it's something like Oh, what is it, like $100 for a year?
It's $7.99 monthly. No, $9.99 monthly. $79.99 for the year.
Yeah, so basically, so if you buy the year, you get a discount in essence, which
it's a discount. Yeah.
Which I'm surprised they didn't actually highlight either, because that's sometimes what you do. It's like, the annual is you save X amount, but anyway.
Well, guess who into Duolingo for another year, because I've just had my flipping yearly thing taken. I cannot wait to get rid of that stupid owl. And these I would leave now, but I've literally just paid like almost £100 for a year of premium.
Yeah.
So I'm like, there's no point. Plus I've got like 5 people attached to my account who are also still getting premium. So I'm not going to leave them without it. Chai's like, fellow Mac wanker, lol.
But the other thing about Prism as well is that they've basically said they're going to give everyone in essence a 2-week free trial on premium. But like heroin, get yourself hooked. But the thing is, I still don't know what won't be on premium, because they haven't.
They need an infographic, and they won't do one, because then it will be too easy for people to be like, well, I don't need premium.
Exactly. I've sent them an email asking for a complete itemized list, and it's like, I'm not expecting to get a list back, but it's that thing of, if I've at least tried. So I will say now, folks, if in like a month or so's time I'm suddenly going, well, gotta find another alternative, then we never got the list, and I'm having to figure out a solution quickly, as it were.
I think as well, it's because it's so recently, it'll probably come up. It'll probably come. More details will be more available, like as we go along.
Oh yeah, I'm. Like, it's been a couple of days. I'm sure they're looking at quote unquote feedback, which
sure. And I'm just not a fan of like weaselly words, like you said, basic features will remain free to use. That's a completely pointless sentence unless you tell me what basic means.
It's subjective. Like what are basic and core features? Like, or what's a premium feature?
That's the thing. It is subjective, but this is not a subjective. We don't get to decide what we think are basic features and have them stay free. They've already decided. So it's a case of like, I want to know what you have decided.
Yeah. Because one of the big things I know a few people in their Discord were kicking off about was the fact they're making multi-streaming a premium feature. Because a lot of people like to stream, for example, to Twitch and YouTube, maybe do a TikTok type thing as well.
Oh, I see.
And it's like, we just stream to Twitch, and I put a VOD on YouTube after the fact once I'm able to do it. It's like, that's what we do, so that doesn't affect us. But there are other people that are like, well, I multi-stream, so if you're going to lock that behind a paywall, that's instantly...
It's not for me,
Yeah, then there might just be other... Again, it's just trying to figure out what the limitations are, but it's getting a bit too inside baseball and stuff, but...
I'm not impressed at the way this is written, because it's like...
It's not good at all.
No, because basically the way they've done it is they've kind of written it back to front, so it's like core features such as, and then it lists 3 things.
In fact, you know what? Let me bring up on screen, hang on.
Sorry, guys.
No, we're going all in on this, so why not?
But it's very, that's what I'm looking at right now.
So let me go to the top.
Well, that's a huge section. Like, so many things could be involved in live streaming. What does that mean? So I'm introducing Clears and Plus is where I am. Beauty filters. I don't give a shit about that, neither does Jeremy. Scene and text templates. Okay, cool. I'm pretty sure we only use basic ones as it is.
Well, I import them all in and make them, like, literally.
Yeah, and I help you with bits for them. So the premium features, rather than saying, hey, here are the premium features, what it's doing is it's doing like a negative confirmation. So rather than saying the premium features will be blah, 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 it's saying a lot of these, the premium features will be, you won't have to deal with blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, well, hang on a minute. It's the first time that you've mentioned any of those things. So it's a bit of a weasel thing to do, because it's like, I'm sorry, but like saying ad removal is a premium benefit doesn't mean anything unless you've kind of stipulated that ads are part of your free package and how they will present themselves.
That's the thing.
And I don't like it.
This is the thing. And also, like, it's interesting the way they've itemized this as well, because clearly they're in the sense of clearly the mobile app is a big draw for people, because why else would they put that first?
Yeah, no, I guess a lot of people... Well, the thing is, like, apparently there's a watermark already.
Which...
Did you know about this?
No, I don't know where it is. And the only thing I can think of is that when we go live, Prism will put a message at the very beginning, like a chat message going, Jeraffemy is live, and it's from Prism itself.
Okay.
That's the only thing I can think of that is a watermark.
The watermark is just on mobile?
Maybe. But because on the desktop it doesn't say it. Now you mention it, come to think of it, it does say ad removal, but I don't know what the ad is.
Exactly, so it's completely useless. It says hiding watermark. This is only relevant for Android and iOS. So, again, we're not being given enough information. We're having to go through and comb this site looking for stuff. This is not how you do it. But at the same time, I do understand that they're trying to sell a product, so they will, and they are not obliged to be as clear as maybe we would like.
Agreed.
Because I don't like it, but that is how it is. But it's also like, don't act like you think we don't act like we don't know what you're doing here. We know, you know.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Also, it's where's the line that I saw? So they've put at the very bottom here. Please note, like. So, like, when it comes to, like, the integration of stuff, they said, please note this schedule is subject to change due to internal circumstances.
Yeah, what's going on with you, Prism?
I mean, only thing I can think of is that I don't know how big this operation is, if you will. Maybe there's, like, multiple people or certain people, you know. I mean, like, at the end of the day, if it's a product that's doing well and they want to perhaps do more with it, I can understand the concept of making it a subscription thing to justify being able to put in more money to make it better. But from the comments that I see for the PC version anyway, they don't necessarily do a lot to already update and fix things, which is why I love this Mac version that we're on, because it works.
Yeah, like, and it really can't be overstated how little we can take that for granted today, with everything being so myriad and confusing. I'm just checking Navicorp, it's their company that owns them, and they're South Korean, I think. But I can't find any connection between, even though I know it's them, there's no connection between them and Prism anywhere. It's very weird. Yeah,
I've not looked into them proper, admittedly, but
no, I mean, that's just me being nosy, but like excuse me. Well, if we can keep Prism, that would be great. Because, like Jeremy says, I can't. Not that I would ever begrudge Jeremy his important venting time, but it's actually really nice to be able to start the stream without Jeremy going, "Oh my fucking god!" Like, you know, like, because even though he would always, touch wood, get it working with OBS, it was touch and go. We always managed to just about get it going, but it's the fact that drove you crazy was the fact that you never knew what was wrong and what to fix, because it was never the same. And yeah, so very, very strange and very hard to work out when you're like, I want to keep doing this regularly. And to use an example, I've downloaded a game onto my phone, which is a bit like Tetris, right? And it's really enjoyable. I've been going in and out of it constantly. It doesn't really have a point to it. It's just like, it's almost like a never-ending puzzle, much like Tetris is. But if you get stuck, it will automatically launch an ad, and then after the ad is finished, it will say, do you want to try again? You can't skip that. Yeah. You can't just be like, no, I'm out, you know. It just does that without your consent. But what it also does is it plays an ad when you win. And these are long ads. Like, we're not talking like 2-3 minutes, but fully minute, 90 seconds ads. Yeah. Which are unskippable. And to the point where I was just like, I like this game enough that I would actually rather give you some money, because this is driving me nuts. Yeah. You know? And I went through the game, and you can't. I've never seen that on a mobile game before. I'm literally there with like my wallet in hand, like, I want to give you some pounds to take away these ads, and the game's just like, no. Yeah. And it's infuriating, because I'm just like, this is legitimately making this a bad experience, and I'm trying to give you some money, and you won't take it. Which is, admittedly, most games are like, want these ads to go away? Yeah,
totally get what you mean. I totally get it, and it's really annoying how that does happen, but sometimes...
I'm hoping they maybe add them later, who knows?
Yeah, but sometimes the reason that they stick to an ad model is just because they might generate more knowing money with the ads, but again,
I imagine that's probably what it is, although I've never had such a pushy ad structure before. Like, there are some games I've been playing for so long now, and it's like their approach to ads is like, let's be real, you're not watching ads because you want stuff. If you want stuff, you're going to buy it. That's just the way this game works. And I'm like, we understand each other, kind of thing. Any game that kind of forces you to either watch ads or, even worse, locks you out with a money issue, I won't play it. But at the same time, I'm not one of those people who's like, oh, I never spend money on mobile games. If you are one of those people who loves to tell people that you don't spend money on mobile games, do me a favor and shut up, because nobody cares. Like, literally, why are you telling people that? Let people play their games. Like, why do you think people want to hear that? Like, the number of people I've had tell me that, and not a single one of them is like, meant it in a nice way. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's like, I play what the fuck I want. My phone I'm on a lot of the time, and why shouldn't I make my experience as smooth as possible?
No, exactly, and it's game by game. Like, for example, here's a comparison, like Pokemon TCG Pocket that I play.
Yeah, that's an app, yeah.
There are, I think, I'm just thinking, like, realistic, there are 0 ads in that game. And I haven't put any money into it because I don't want to open up the floodgates, if you will, for me going, I'll spend more money type thing in case my brain goes a bit too loud.
No.
But I get my fill with all the free stuff in it. It's like, I get enough of a fill to where I want to play it. And it's like, cool, had my thing, good. But I've also had games where it's just like, dude, I just want to play around. Can you just give me an ad that's not a minute long? Like, and eventually you're just like, you know what? I will happily support this because I enjoy playing it, but I actually want to want to play it.
Exactly. Like, I think as well, there's still a lot of stigma, especially around mobile games, as them not being proper games, which, you know, they're a different genre, let's just put it that way. I'm always amused when people are playing, when you get ads for, like, mobile games where you're just like, if I wanted to play this, I'd play it on my Switch or my PS5, you know? Why would I put my phone through this, you know, to play, like, I mean, I only have one landscape game on my phone because it's such a pain in the ass to hold my phone in a landscape for that long, you know? But yeah, a lot of people, like, there's this kind of shame about being on your phone a lot, which is largely older people, you know, or people with kids who like to be like, I'm so busy and sensible. And yes, maybe I'm a little triggered, whatever, you know, I can own up to it. But it's just like, if I say, I've starting conversations with it now, like, I'll be like playing a game and someone asks me, I'm like, yeah, and they'll be like, there's no ads. I'm like, yeah, I paid to get them removed. Also, I've bought some of these shiny things, you know, and I can just see them being like, they want to say you're doing it wrong, and I'm like, no, shut up, kind of thing. Like, it's my money, I'll do what I want.
Yeah, you say I'm doing it the way I want to.
Yeah, and there almost seems to be like, if you're paying money for mobile games, you've lost some overarching game. Like you've fallen into some kind of huge trap. And I'm like, I mean, let's be real. We've all seen mobile games where there's packages where it's like 400 quid for this much. I'm like, I don't know who's buying that, but clearly someone is. But I'm like, it ain't me though.
Yeah, and again, and it's a game by game. It's like, you know, when I used to play Pokemon Go, I didn't put any money into it for ages.
I don't think I ever did.
And then what
can you buy with money in that?
Like incubators for eggs and stuff like that.
Yes, I did maybe buy a few.
Yeah, I think when I realised, that's really, like, helpful to me enjoying the game.
Yeah, and you can buy the ones that do double speed and stuff.
Yeah, and then you could also buy passes for their community days and stuff. It's like, okay, you know what? I enjoy doing this. I'm happy to put in some money because it adds to the experience.
Yeah, and it's not like, and people could be like, oh, you know, Game Freak's got enough money. I'm like, yes, but it's not really Game Freak, is it? It's Niantic. And although Niantic also has enough money, it's like, I like this app and I want it to continue not being shit.
Exactly.
So I'm happy to put some money towards the people who are working on that, you know, like the community managers. Is it you who's got a friend who works in community management for a game?
I do have one a mate that works. Yes,
or someone's sister works in it, and I can't remember what it was. And I was like, what a unique perspective of someone who's a community manager for a mobile game.
Yeah, and also, you know, I know from doing community management for decade and a half in anime, you know, that in itself can be oh god, you know, been there very much and such. But yeah, so. The sort of the TLDR, which I appreciate we kind of gone off the beaten path, but when it comes to Prism, is hopefully the changes that they're going to do aren't going to impact us. But if it does, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Because
we'll burn that bridge when we get to it.
Well, no, because I really like the Prism app. I even sent it to them in an email. I genuinely really like what you have got. But I need to know
what you got.
But I need.
Sorry, we'll burn that bridge when we get to it. Is a line from an old Gundam Wing fanfic that I've never been able to forget. Or like, I'll blow up that bridge when I get to it, and someone's like, "Did he just say?" Like, oh god, he's already gone. I can't remember who. It's probably Hero that said it.
But yeah, so we'll sort of cross this bridge as and when. But if we do need to randomly switch to something else, I'll figure it out when the time comes. But hopefully, knock on wood, we won't be impacted too much by this change.
I mean, this is like not something that's going to impact people watching us at all. You know, like,
well, it will do if we're not streaming.
Well, other than that, I mean, I was implying that it was working by the fact they were watching us. But like,
Gotcha. Okay, right. I get you. Sorry. I took the very opposite meaning of that. Sorry.
You took the low-hanging mockery fruit, and I can't hate you for that.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. I'm the champion of the low-hanging fruit, mainly because I'm very short.
So, okay, look, we'll end on two more things. The first one I want to say is we were having a conversation offline yesterday, and I put something in our chat, and you just said, "What is this word? I can't decipher it."
Yeah, because I was like, normally I'm fine, but Jeremy's autocorrect had tried to be helpful and made a sentence that was not English. And I was like, I'm not one for calling out people's spelling, but I don't know what you mean.
And then I said something like, look.
Oh, sorry, I'll fix it.
And I literally said, I said something to the effect of, Claire, you are excellent at reading what I'm trying to say, but you cannot be astral plane next level technology levels of trying to guess through that. Like.
No, I mean, and I was having another conversation with a friend yesterday, largely in voice text, and she, at one point she took some meds and was like a bit dopey, and I just got this voice message going, "Okay, it's Mary Kick the line," and I was like, I literally transcribed the entire thing and went, "This is my favourite thing that you've ever said." I'm not sure what it was, but I loved it.
And the final thing we'll close out on today is
Yes.
Claire.
Yes, dear.
My chair is fixed.
Can't see, but I've got both my hands up in the air, roasting me in my time of need. Yeah, I am. It's alright, I'm an equal opportunity roaster, as the Scots would say. So I can't believe, you're the only person I know who had to get a technician in to fix their chair. What did he do?
So they had to replace the entire base because a wheel can't stay on there. But let me tell you, Claire, this was not a simple changeover. Because
Harvey, was it worth the money? Is it like a car where it's like the cost of it's going to be more than the cost of the car, so you write it off?
So put it bluntly, they replaced this shit for free.
I was not saying, is it like the shit you've now got the chair of wheels?
So what the guy came in, he had like a mallet with him, and he was basically had to like try and mallet out the bottom of the chair to get the base off.
Was he just going to threaten you into not making any more complaints? I'll hit you with his mallet.
The problem was he hit it 20 times and it wouldn't come off.
Oh my god.
So I was then under the impression of, have I actually well and truly F this chair?
No, what's probably happened is, like, I presume he was trying to knock the base off.
Correct,
right?
yes.
Well, you've been sitting in it for, like, what, a month?
About that, yeah, 3-4 weeks maybe, yeah.
So it's probably pretty firmly on there, you know? Like, I can only imagine how hard it would be to knock the base off my computer chair or my fat ass been sat in it for a few years.
Also just this husk that's been on it, me, you know.
Look, Jeremy, I'm just gonna say it. You're a tall guy, you know. Like that's gonna equal a lot of force on the base of the chair. So did he get it off in the end? Or?
So in the end, he said, "Right, I'm gonna take the chair to the van."
You just hear a gunshot, and you're like, "I'm sorry." You're like, "Oh yeah."
So I wheeled it out for him, took it to his van. He just said, "Oh yeah, I can like balance it upside down in here and like use another tool just to help pry it off." I went, "Oh okay, that's cool." But like you said, kind of thinking,
you just slice the shotgun out of you underneath the van.
Please don't destroy my chair.
This is the chair that I just sent you away with.
But yes, the chair is all good now. I can rock about in it and not worry I'm going to fall into an abyss somewhere next to me.
And Sean's not here to hear about it. Right. Oh no.
But yeah, so at some point I've got to figure out how to successfully tilt my chair to catch up on that long overdue redemption for Sean.
Wait, does it actually tilt?
So,
a chair that doesn't tilt?
So no, it can lean back. I can make it lean back to a point, but I'm still very weary of, like, I don't want to break anything else, so I might have to come up with an alternative, and I'm trying to figure out what the alternative to lean might be.
Well, yeah, because we did have it going up and down, but that didn't work either, did it?
Maybe I should just wear
Jeremy, do you know what
I could just wear a
do you know what you should do?
Could I wear a balaclava so I get really warm? Like...
I know, I was just thinking, what you need to do is have, like, a really comedically small stool that you just swap your chair out for, and you have to sit on that. So all we can see is the top of your head for a bit.
Would you believe me if I told you? I do have a
comedically small stool.
I have a comedically small stool I think I have access to.
I think we might have cracked it, Jen. Can you sit on it without breaking it or injuring yourself?
That I can't promise, but I can 100% assure you it will be uncomfortable for me. So there you go.
It's more the fact the visual. I think it'd be very funny if all we could see was just like the top half. I'm doing the hand motion even people can't see me.
I think my knees will be up to around my shoulders.
That would be pretty funny. And I also that would remove the issue of you potentially banjaxing your new and certainly not swapped, but for another chair.
There you go.
Chair.
There you go. And hello, Mothfox. Welcome.
We're just on our way out actually, Mothfox. But congrats on successfully uncling.
Indeed, but we watched the DK Direct, the Bananza Direct, which honestly,
well, I watched most of it.
Very good Direct in my opinion. Put it this way, it's made me want to play the game, and I was kind of like, I might skip it. No, I actually do want to play it.
Very dynamic. The guy sounded like he was on like so much caffeine, and that's me saying that. Yeah, do you know what? I made this comment, and I'm not sure if you picked it up, Jeremy. The guy Z Frank who does the ridiculous like voiceovers of animals.
Oh, I don't know if I did catch this, sorry.
If I send you a YouTube link, how difficult is it for... Actually, that's YouTube there, isn't it?
Yeah, I can probably make this work, but I do need to be off within the next 5 minutes.
No, it's fine. I will find you one of these guys' videos. So, he does the things called true facts.
Okay.
Jeremy, give me an animal. Just any animal.
Cat.
He's done so many. Okay, Z Frank cat. Oh, this one's perfect.
If you want to pop it in Disco, I'll copy it over from there.
Yeah, okay. See, I'm gonna have to do... See, this isn't the voice I meant, but...
Well, give us a voice that you meant then. We'll do it that way.
Okay, alright then. I will do one of the dogs. Z Frank, German Shepherd.
Is it perfect? Nice one, Fox.
Perfect. No, I don't want it on TikTok. How dare you? Oh my god. German Shepherd, YouTube. What are you up to today, Jer?
So I've got to do some more work, but the other issue I've currently got is I have to go to London tomorrow, so I can't go to like the gym tomorrow. So I really need to do some exercising, but I'm having a bit of an issue today in that my skin is very irritable today. So
you just hold the microphone up and it's just like...
So me wearing this shirt I'm wearing, you guys have no idea how itchy my skin has been for the past 90 minutes.
Is it something like in the...
Oh no, literally, it's any clothing I've worn today. My skin's just been very irritable and itchy.
Oh, you're having a sensory one, are you?
Yeah, so it's never really happened to me before, so it's very much like, I might be doing a workout, but I am not doing a workout if I'm gonna feel like this, sort of thing.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely fine. Like, and honestly, I'm worried. Is it like a visible rash?
No, it's just no, basically.
See, we moved on to rash chat now. I hope you've all enjoyed.
Well, you could say
we've moved through several topics.
You could say it's a rational topic.
Okay, I apologise. This took me so long. It's a short, so I don't know if that makes a difference.
I don't. Well, we'll find out, won't we? But
it mainly means that it's going to be like straight up, like portrait style.
As long as it's a YouTube thing, I can make it work. So.
Okay, it's definitely a YouTube thing.
Right, let me see if I can find this successfully. Right. Copy link, hopefully. Hang on. Because everything is weird. Right, let me see if I can get this to work first time. It may not, but we shall see.
I do appreciate free... Oh, there you go, that's it. Make sure the sound's on.
It is.
Are you sure?
You can't hear it, though.
Oh.
Right, hang on, wait, can you go back in shorts? Hang on.
No, it's fine. As long as the guys can hear it, that's fine.
No, hang on.
Doesn't matter.
No, we're gonna make this a complete package. Hang on. Where is it? Right, there you go. You should have it now.
Okay.
And I'll do this so you can see me, and then go. Still quiet, you say? Why is that so quiet? Hang on. Why is that ultra quiet for you folks?
I'm enjoying this a lot.
I don't know why that's ultra quiet, because it shouldn't be. Alright, I'll try something. It might echo a little bit, but hopefully this will fix it.
If it means taking me out, just take me out.
Okay, hang on. I don't know why it's not working. I'll tell you what, Claire, I'm going to put a pin in this. How about we do this on Friday?
That sounds great. Give me a better time to find one. But yeah, he does several different ones. He does the true facts about the animal, and those are really, really funny. Those are actually like proper landscape videos. He did an outtake. This one I know will work. One very second, Jeremy.
Actually, let me try this quickly. Hang on.
He did an outtake about.
Oh, that's really loud in my ears, but is that any better, folks? Oh, actually, wait. I see. No, no, something has definitely gone AWOL on my end. So I'm going to. Yeah, we'll put a pin in that, and we'll come back to this on Friday because something's definitely gone AWOL on my end with that. So.
Okay, yeah, that's no problem. But yeah, anyway, the guy who was doing the live had this very much this kind of affect. He's like, we're going to do this, and we're going to do this, and we're going to run around, we're going to boom, and you go blah, and I was just there like, this guy is absolutely on something.
Why has that gone wacky?
Yeah, he did one called like In Defense of the Opossum, and it's very funny. Anyway.
There we go. But folks, with that being said, thank you so much for joining us. We really, really appreciate it. We'll be back Friday at 7 p.m. for the Fun Zone, where we'll look at that video or a different one that Felf was trying to share with us then. And we'll have a bit of a natter, and then we will continue with Somnium Files. It'll be part 4 of our playthrough.
I've got to say, Jeremy, this is one of the first ones that we've done that Keith actually sat down and watched almost the entire VOD.
Way.
What was the last thing that happened? Oh, we just got back to the agency. Oh, no, we were going to Ota's house, yeah? Because he basically,
yes.
strong-armed us into releasing ASAP. Well,
yeah.
So join us to see what happens. Jeremy, please have a lovely afternoon. Thank you for letting me crash your stream yet again.
That's all good. It's all good. And if people want to find Felf online, linktr.ee/Felflowne, that is the place to go to find all the various links.
That's me.
And then if you want to find me, linktr.ee/Giraffemy. That's where you can find all my gubbins, if you will. And with
the gubbins.
And I'll give this. I have no idea if folks can actually hear the music that's playing, because I think something is conked out on my end, ironically. So this is entirely convenient.
Run!
It's almost like Prism was listening to us.
Prism's just like abort. Can I just very last thing before I go? His video about the echidna is called "The Echidna, the militarized whoopee cushion."
I can't follow that.
Anyway.
Folks.
No, neither can I. Let's go.
Thank you so much for joining us. We will talk to you again Friday from 7 p.m. Until then, talk to you soon. Bye.